So, alrighty, guys, welcome back to another edition of Love Local Businesses. Today, we're featuring Source for Sports, and I have Joel Whiteside joining me today. So, thank you very much, Joel, for taking a couple minutes out of your day.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. So, do you want to just touch on kind of Source for Sports a little bit and tell everybody a little bit more about it?
For sure. So, Brandon Source for Sports has been a business in Brandon for over 30 years now. We actually started in 1988 under Sports Traders. It was created by Rod Clausen, and then Brian Barnes soon joined into ownership, and he's still around. Actually, both are still in the business. Rod still looks after books. From Sports Traders, we changed to Sports Excellence, joined that buying group. And then in 2003, we built a new store on Brandon Avenue, and we are now, that is our home right now for Brandon Source for Sports.
Perfect. So, obviously, things have changed a little bit given the state of emergency we're in that right now. What would a typical business day right now in a normal year look like for you guys?
Yeah, so normal year, we would have all of our ball and soccer and football, all our spring sports here. We would have them all displayed, set up, all of our inventory here, which is pretty much the case with what we have right now. But normal years, we would be in our peak selling season for ball and soccer, with the seasons typically would be starting at, the start of May. This run from April to May is typically where we would see a lot of communities firing up, maybe some communities looking at purchasing, bases and all sorts of ball product, and then all individuals suiting up for their season as well.
Perfect. So you guys have actually been fairly innovative and adjusting on the fly, like more so than I've seen other businesses. How do you just want to share a little bit what you guys have done since everything has shifted here, so you guys can maintain a business right now?
For sure. So I guess when everything kind of all started to shut down, we were kind of, our hands were a little bit forced to shut down prior to the actual government regulated shutdown, just based on, sports were canceled everywhere, right? So, we didn't have people coming through the door, right? And we have a lot of staff that we employ, and it just wasn't fair to have everybody standing around doing nothing. And we made the decision that it was, safe for our staff and our staff's family and our customers that we should be one of the leaders in shutting down and keeping everybody safe. And that's pretty important to us. Our store is, we're all like a family. So, and we value our customers' families, and we value our own families, number one, of course. So that being said, what we decided to do, because we weren't open to the public, we decided that we could use our actual team and corporate online sales platform that we use. Some of you may know about it. But we decided that we would be able to use that and put our actual in-stock product on there, so we could get it out in front of people and we could be as accessible as possible in a really inaccessible time right now. So having that online platform is unique for us right now, because it's not something that we normally do, especially just for inline baseball, soccer, football, that kind of thing right now. But it does give us an opportunity to direct people to that site and actually make a sale on there, that people can browse it just like a normal website, and make a purchase right on the website, and we can deliver it or have it shipped right to their door. So it's not, obviously our business has built and maintained over the years between personal interactions. Our customer base is our community, right? And we really, really value that. And that's one of our cornerstones of our business, is that we believe that helping people and being friendly to people and giving the best possible customer service is what has made us be able to last this long. And so it's not something that we're really used to, not having the face-to-face conversation. But like you said, we needed to adapt, and this is the best way that we could figure out right now.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And the one thing that has really been fun to watch from my end of things is your Instagram page, and you featuring a lot of stuff because obviously kids are stuck at home right now, and parents are, I can speak to this, driving themselves nuts with how to keep their kids occupied. And you guys have done a great job of at-home training equipment and accessories and that, so people can still stay active, whether it's in the house or outside. But I give you guys a lot of credit for that because it's a pretty innovative way of thinking of shifting from the big items to what people are actually going to use right now to keep everybody occupied in that. The other piece of your business that we haven't touched on at all is there's a whole other section of the clothing and the footwear and everything now that people are more active outside, I'm going to say right now, because everybody has some more time. That's all on your website too, shoes, and is the apparel and stuff there as well?
So right now the shoes are, well, most of the shoes, we carry like 240 styles of shoes. So just putting up kind of our main running shoes to start with, we put up a few sandals, and we really were focusing on that running shoe because, like you said, people are getting outside, and spring is normally kind of a time where people are looking to replace their shoes anyways. So it's normally a decently busy time for us for selling shoes. So we put those up on the website first, and they're all marked down 25% off, trying to give some people kind of an incentive to get out and get active, and
Yeah.
obviously to buy some shoes, which would be nice too. But it was going pretty good, and then this big Manitoba spring break snowstorm, whatever we want to call this, hit, of course, and then people stop thinking about getting outside running when there's a foot of snow on the ground. So, but in the last couple of days here, or in the next few days anyways, it's supposed to melt. So I expect people will be more interested in getting out. The other thing, the clothing, we are going to start trickling it onto the website. We've been trying to think of some different ways to do that as well. We have heard of an idea that we might look into, and that is kind of doing an online or a video type of a fashion show idea where people could see different outfits that we have in stock, and then they can contact us through our social media or see it on the website. So it is tough. I mean, shoes are one thing, you can see a picture of it and go, yeah, I like it or not. Sometimes clothing's a little bit tougher to see it on a hanger and decide if you like it, but when you see it on a person, it sometimes helps. And I mean, it's just another way to try to be accessible and helpful, hopefully.
Well, absolutely. Now, you had mentioned the website and social media. Now, is there anybody at the store, if somebody had a question, like to phone the store and talk to somebody right now?
So right now, kind of what we're doing is we're really just at the store to receive orders from Purolator and any of the other shipping companies. Shipping orders, anything that gets placed online, we're there to ship the orders. And then anybody that's been contacting us through our social media, we're trying to get those orders and then out the door. So not full time.
Okay.
We're not at the store full time right now. We're just there kind of trying to get the work that we need or the work that we need to pick up and take home. We are operating remotely. We are pretty much accessible almost 24 hours a day on our social media. You know, I do take time to eat supper sometimes before I get back to somebody, but I try to be pretty quick at it.
Yeah.
But yeah, not all the time. Our phones are set up there with an answering service there that you can leave a message for us and we will get back to you. And then there's our emails are always posted there too. So we just have Scott's and myself. We have our emails set up there. So if anybody does reach out to us, we are pretty sure to get back to you.
One other thing you guys are doing, and it's a way the community can support you right now, is you do have a gift card promotion kind of going on. Do you want to talk about that a little bit?
Sure. Yeah. So, I mean, the gift certificates are kind of a win-win for everybody, right? So, number for us, pretty obvious. It's cash flow right now. It keeps keeps everything kind of going. And even though we don't have everything, all of our staff there or anything, we have a lot of expenses. All the product is there, right? So it gives us a little bit of cash flow right now, which helps all these small businesses, right? And for the customer, what we've done is that anybody who makes a purchase, we're going to increase their spend by 10%. So, and there is no lifespan of those gift certificates. You can buy one now and use it in 10 years if you want to. But our idea here is that some people know that they have purchases coming down the line, right? So for you, if you know that you have to buy one of your son's hockey skates in the future, right? That, buying a gift certificate now helps us. Added 10% onto that may help you purchase those skates in the future. So, and we get that not everybody is going to be able to do it, and we're not the only ones in hard times right now, right? So, but it's just a way that, we can try to help each other out here, and we've had a little bit of feedback on it, and some people have purchased some gift certificates, and we really, really appreciate it. And it honestly, it means a lot right now to us, and we're super appreciative of any of the emails that we've got for people wanting to buy them. So,
well, and I mean, we say this about all local businesses and that, but I think you guys, more than anything that I'm connected to anyway, you guys are asked a lot on a day-to-day basis to support our kids and support our local teams. And this is a way as a community we can help support you guys. And I love that you guys are offering these, and I love that people are taking advantage of it. So that's great to hear.
For sure. And just I'll add to that. So I had a post on a comment on one of our posts, and it said almost that exact thing, but it threw someone else under the bus. But it's not a local business. They said, Amazon doesn't sponsor your kids' hockey tournament.
Exactly.
But Brandon Sorcerer Sports does. So I got a chuckle out of that, and I laughed at it, and it's pretty funny. But it is true. It's true. And sometimes people forget that. Sometimes people think that we're big, and because Sorcerer Sports is a buying group, that we're a big chain. Well, we're not. We're locally owned and we're locally operated, and it's the people who live here and work at that store that have the money on the line, and that we're really deep rooted in this community for sure.
Absolutely are. So no, I love it. But is there anything else you want to add or say to the community before we kind of wrap up here, Joel?
So, sorry, I missed.
I was just going to say, just as we're wrapping up here, is there anything you want to add to about the store, or just kind of to everybody in general here in closing?
I think that above all, that we are trying to be as accessible as we can right now. We are trying to post a lot of stuff on our social media right now that is product that you may need. We're trying to be there to answer any of the questions, right? We're open to any type of communication that you can think of, right? Whether it's through something like this or through a FaceTime call, we're open to that. If you want to connect to us through Facebook or Instagram or Twitter or anything, we're there. And of course, phone calls and emails. So I think that a lot of people that are following us, they're seeing a lot of stuff there. I think there's a lot of people that don't follow us, obviously, but we're trying to get some of that stuff out there. And a lot of our friends and coworkers are sharing it, so we're getting a lot of play that way. I guess ultimately we're really trying to be there. The other thing that we would like to say from us, from all the owners, obviously, and our staff, is that we really, really appreciate all the frontline workers that are putting their lives, their families at risk, and making sure that we're all staying safe. So at the end of the day, we sell sports equipment, and that's pretty, I guess, fun and easy in a lot of ways, and it's not a real high risk a job, and we really want to thank the healthcare workers that are putting their everything on the line here to keep everybody safe. So we appreciate that for sure.
Perfect. Well, that's couldn't think of a better way to end this episode. So thanks again, Joel, for taking some time out. And we definitely look forward to connecting with everybody again on another episode very soon.
Sounds good. Thanks for having me.
No problem. Thanks.